Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Libby Magliolo and I'm here with my friend Stephanie Smith, and we're talking about all aspects of the job search, all the way from starting your resume to starting a new role. So today we're talking about something called informational interviews. And this is just, a term for doing your research on things that are not publicly available, things that are not on Google, and talking to people who are working at your target companies and in your target industries. So this was one that in business school was kind of ground into us, and it serves two functions. So the first function is networking, and this helps you kind of network your way into a company. So when you actually go into the interview, you're not just one more candidate, one more resume in the pile. You're someone who has talked to three people who all work in the department that you're hoping to go into. That is really, really valuable, and that is a huge differentiator for you as a candidate. The second function that this serves is it helps you understand the job and the company and seeing if this is a good fit for you. So you may hear some things that you think, you know what, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm so glad this confirmed that. Or you may hear some things that, this is a much larger department and much larger company that I'm looking for. And I really am looking for something more small to mid-size that operates this way. So it really does serve both those functions. So the way I go about this is try to work through people that you do know, or have some personal connection to. You will do so much better than just picking someone at random off of LinkedIn and asking for their time. So the place I would start are friends and family. When you're job searching, you should let every single person know that you are job searching and what you are searching for. And just say, hey, do you know anyone who works at XYZ company? Or do you know anyone who is a management consultant or works in consumer packaged goods? Whatever it is. Another thing we learned in business school is it's not who you know, it's who they know. So when you think about your network and when you think about the network connected to them, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So start with friends and family, ask around, and you can even clarify, hey, I'm not looking for anything beyond just 15 minutes on the phone. I just want to make sure that I understand what the company does and how to best prepare. People are a lot more giving of their time when they know that, hey, I'm not asking for anything. I really am just looking for information and a little bit of conversation. The second place that I would turn is your university career center. So whether you graduated 5 years ago, 20 years ago, you're still an alum of that institution. You paid your tuition dollars. And as a result of that, you're entitled to use the career center. And so I would just send an email. So some larger universities have, just a database, and you can search for alums who are in your area or who work in a certain company. If you're having trouble navigating that, just shoot a quick email to the career center and say, hey, I'm job searching right now, and I would love to speak to anyone in XYZ industries or anyone that you could connect me with. And 9 times out of 10, they will connect you with one to many folks who are in that industry or who work at that company. And then it's not just a cold email. Then it's, hey, the Career Center gave me your name, and I would love to talk to you because I'm interviewing at actually your company next week, and I would just love to learn a little bit more to prepare myself. So I'm a really, really big fan of informational interviews. They help you get that information that you're never going to find on the company website, that you're never going to find in the financial statements. They help you understand what a company is actually like, what a culture is actually like, whether you're going to be a good fit for that. So that's my take on these. Stephanie, what else would you add to that?
Yeah, I mean, and I think that the thing that I would layer in is, I'm a big fan of the informational interviews, even just call them informational conversations. I use them a lot in my personal life, actually. With homeschooling, I'm building the curriculum. I'm building, my children's education, based upon the resources that are around me. And, something that I found that has been true both in that world and professionally is that you sometimes don't know what's out there until you start talking to people and hearing what resources they have available or what positions are open or what their experience has been somewhere. And talking to more people and having these conversations, even if you're not ready to switch jobs, just learning more about what other people are doing and their perspectives and what they've made use of and where they've worked and what they've enjoyed can help you to identify the perfect fit position, or, in my case, the perfect fit, activity or whatever, when it shows up, because you've done that legwork and you've made those connections and you've understood what is and isn't a good fit and why, based upon, filtering through other people's perspectives and experiences and, information that you, like Libby said, you just can't find this stuff just by Googling. Like, it really is relationally based. So I'm a huge fan of having these more informal conversations. The other thing I would say is, yes, start with, your personal friends and family, your first level connections, if you will, in your real life. And then branch out. If you see someone is a second level connection, this is what makes LinkedIn so special, is the ability to leverage a wide network that is not just limited to who you know. Ask for that introduction. Reach out to your friend that you know and say, hey, I see that you know this other person at this company that I'm interested in. And don't lead with like, hey, can you get me a job? But it's like, look, I would really like to learn from your life experience. I would like to hear more about how you got to where you are. I'm very curious about the role that you do. I'm very curious about what your company is up to, and ask for, advice. What would they say for someone who is interested in doing what it is that they do today? If you know that this is the role that you want to do, or someone that's interested in working for their company, like, what would their advice be? Because they know the company and the role better than anybody, right? Because they're in it. Ask for, input on, where who else you should talk to, or where else you should look, or, if they looked at other companies that were similar, or where they were before and why they left there. So people are more than happy, I have found, to share information about their own experiences. People enjoy the mentorship aspect professionally, and sort of building up that community element. So I would say, spend the time, have the conversations. There's so much to be gained for it, so much to build from a network and community perspective, and so much to inform your job search. So that's what we have for today. It's been great talking with you all, and we're looking forward to talking with you again next week. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.